Hi, beautiful people. It's me, Esther, and I've decided to make this video because most of you have been coming to me with questions about H. pylori, where I'm at, how I was able to, get cured from H. pylori, what my diet was like, and whatnot. I've been trying to reply to your individual messages, but I've decided, why not create this video for all those people who have questions. And I'm gonna be using the questions that you've left under my few videos that I've been doing. I think I have like three. So this is not a question, but there's this person who, sorry, the background, there's a construction going on. So there's this person who said that they had tonsils and stomach ache on the left side. So my view was, my first time around, I didn't have tonsils. My second time around, I didn't have tonsils. But my third time around, there was tonsils and it was bad. Like I slept without tonsils. When I woke up, it was full blown. So that was one of the symptoms of the H. pylori. My that time around, first time I didn't have tonsils. As for the stomach ache, yes, it's more of bloating and backache. That's what I got, right? Then there's someone who was asking what diet I used to eat at that time. I was more, I was mostly eating cabbages, spinach, um, potatoes, rice, like normal foods, but don't put spices in them. That is what I used to do, right? So it would be so bland. I would try to at least make it taste good, but it wouldn't taste good. That was my first and second time around. I was so good. I was so good. I followed everything to a T. Now, this time around, the third time around, I'm not going to tell you to follow what I did, but what I did was, because I am someone who's used to eating good food. And what I mean by good food is foods that taste good, that they have spices in them like black pepper, turmeric, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of beef cubes of beef stock, um, you know, a little bit of chili, like from cayenne pepper. So what I did was that time around I couldn't take the tasteless foods anymore. So I decided to be putting beef stock only in my food, and this beef stock didn't have any pepper in it. It was just beef stock. Like here in Kenya, we use Royco cubes. That is what I used to put in all my foods. Like the stew bit of it, I would put the Royco cubes. So my food used to taste good, and I didn't feel like I was being left out. Even my child didn't notice I was not putting spices in my food anymore, except because the Royco cube was there. So that being said, I ate mostly the same foods, only that I reduced the amount of spices that I was cooking with, because I can put spices in my food. Yeah. So um someone else asked me, can tooth decay cause H. pylori? So from my understanding, H. pylori is caused by a bacteria that makes it from the mouth to your stomach, right? And then it instead of it being killed by the HCl in the stomach, it gets to flourish in there and it attaches itself to the lining and starts eating up on the lining. So that being said, tooth decay or tooth cavity can harbor some of these bacteria because you're eating every day. And if you have H. pylori and you've been to the hospital, you've always been told wash your hands, clean your vegetables, but you can't really clean a decaying tooth the way you think. So it might be a cause of H. pylori. So this one is saying they had chest pains. I never felt the chest pains. As I said, mine was more of stomach ache, no bloating, backache. And the backache was bad, and fatigue. I used to feel tired, like tired, and then I used to feel like I'm full all the time. I don't want any food, like. And at some point, that time around, I had nausea. Like I would smell food and I would feel like puking. Like I, I would get like a lot of saliva in my mouth after smelling food, and I would just feel like throwing up. So that is what I was feeling. This one said all body pains and itching. Well, fatigue is that, but I never experienced the itching. So in my foods, because this one is talking about food, like this one is talking about fried food. I stayed away from fried foods. I was not doing fried chicken. I was not doing fries. I was not doing anything fried. Yeah, but and also because I was eating all the other foods, I used to put a little bit of oil just to saute the onions, not to like make the food like oily, if you know what I mean. The oil was enough just to saute the onions. So I stayed away from fried foods. I think that is what helped me here. And also I did put hygiene like on the forefront. Yeah, so I did put hygiene on the forefront, washing my hands regularly, making sure the foods that I eat are well cleaned, especially fruits. I stopped eating out as much as I used to because you can't control what the restaurants bring for you. You can't control their hygiene, and you don't know how well their hygiene is. So I did that. I stopped drinking tap water. Now I buy water. But if you're not in a position to buy water, I would suggest you get the filtering jug. That would be a good thing. You just put the tap water, and then the filtering jug filters the water for you, and now it is good, to drink. So yeah. As for yogurts, and so we have been from, well, I'm not a doctor, first of all, but yogurt, you're told it has some good bacteria in it. But in the process of you trying to recover from H. pylori, I would stay away from anything dairy. Not like anything dairy, just drink your tea with a little bit of milk. But you see, like yogurt, I feel like it would curdle, and then you would get, a lot of bloating. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling of bloating and then you took milk. It would become better for just a while, and then after that it will come back like with a bang. It will come back with a bang, and you wouldn't even believe it. So yeah, so here people are saying that if you take cabbage juice you will get better. I'm not sure about that. If someone has actually tried that, you can maybe tell us down below if it worked out for you. That would be a good thing to like always note. It's always good to try natural medication. Now this one is talking about passing stool. Yeah, let me tell you. This is where the problem is at. So when I had H. pylori, I didn't know that it was gonna be this big of a problem. But passing stool was my biggest problem. It humbled me. I would stay in the toilet for like 2 hours without passing through. I can feel it there. I can feel I'm backed up, but it is so hard that it cannot pass. And that was my biggest symptom yet. Like, what are you talking about? But then I started and realized that I have like problem with my digestive system. Like I don't pass stool regularly as you should, like every day. So what I do nowadays, I drink water. As I said in another video, I drink water fasting in the morning before I take anything. And because I like coffee and tea and whatnot, when I take water fasting, and then I drink coffee or tea. The coffee is sour or bitter. Also the tea. When it gets to my stomach, it doesn't irritate my stomach lining because already there's water in my stomach. So that helps a lot. I get to enjoy the coffee that I like. I get to enjoy the tea that I like. But then I have gone a step further in protecting my stomach lining, because here we are trying to protect that stomach lining, because that is the one thing that is keeping us away from going back to getting this H. pylori, disease. So you have to protect the stomach lining. When I want to eat like fried food, now that I've recovered, and the spicy food, I take water before, like just a glass of water. You just take normal water, you just drink it, and then you drink whatever you want. You eat whatever you want. So it is not going there and finding, a blank canvas, and then it can, like we're not creating that environment for H. pylori anymore. H. pylori is not a friend. And do you know how hard it is to get rid of it? This one is saying they did lose some weight. Yeah, because you can't eat well, you're always feeling bloated, you don't have appetite. I can see that. This one asked, what is tonsils? Tonsils, it's you have when you open your mouth, there's two things at the back. that look like balls. They're not big, they're small. So when you have a problem, like when you have tonsils, they get swollen, and then you even swallowing your own saliva becomes very hard. Even swallowing water, like anything, it becomes so painful that you have to go to the hospital to be given some antibiotics or some shots, just to make them go down. So I have covered one video questions. So we are on the next video. Okay, so this one said her heartbeats were fast. She had fever and she had short breath. I had short breath. I don't know about the heartbeats and the fever, but I had, the short breath. I think because my body was in pain, so you're gonna have that shortness of breath. And I'm glad that you people ask these things, and I do reply to every comment here, so that if anyone else who has a problem can come and they can get help from my comment section. Yeah, so they are becoming very interactive. um this one said she was having she was vomiting and diarrheaing. I didn't experience diarrheaing. Mine was the opposite. It was constipation and it was bad, and it went even it continued even after I finished my medication. So now that I'm drinking a lot of water, that is what has helped me with constipation. Because, as I said, I think I have a problem with my digestive system, and because it used to hold a lot of waste in my stomach, because the waste is lingering, yeah, it's lingering there. That is why maybe I got this H. pylori. Because sometimes it's because you're not passing stool fast enough. Also, I was told by my doctor to make sure that every 3 months I take um what is it called, this medication for uh I can't remember. If I remember, I'll let you know. But there's a medication I'm supposed to take every 3 months, just to reduce the amount of bacteria in your stomach. You know that you have good bacteria and bad bacteria. So there's this medication you're given. You can buy over the counter. In Kenya, it's like 50 shillings to 100 shillings, and then you take it every 3 months. So he encouraged me to take it every 3 months. And to be very honest, even my son now doesn't have H. pylori. I've been doing all the cooking. We've been taking that medication. So yeah, we've been doing good, because he also had H. pylori twice at some point. Uh, so as I look for another question, how did I get really cured from this H. pylori? So what I can say is, first of all, I went to the hospital as usual. I didn't know I had H. pylori. They tested my blood. They found out I had H. pylori. They gave me the kit. After the kit, first I got injections. This is the that time around it was bad, because I got even the tonsils. So I got injections first. Then after the injections, it was like 3 days of injections and drips and all that. I didn't take my H. pylori kit for the first 3 days. Then after the 3 days, I was given now the kit. Then after the 3 days, I was given now the kit. The kit was for 2 weeks, if I'm not wrong. Then I went back to the doctor. Let's say I finished the kit. So after I finished the kit, I went back to the hospital and I was tested again. And they realized the H. pylori was still there, although it wasn't really like as much as it was before. So then I was advised to take the kit again. So I was given another kit. And then after I finished the kit, I went back again and I got retested. Don't be tired, because maybe this thing is not even getting out of your system, and then it stays there, grows, and then it comes back again. Because that's what I did the first time around. So then I went back again after finishing the kit, and I was given antacids. These antacids, I was told to take them for a whole month. I took them for a month. And when I went back, they still saw traces, but it wasn't like traces that would get me, sick. They told me to continue taking the antacids for another, was it 2 weeks? 2 to 3 weeks. I took them, went back, I was cleared. Like, I was good up to now. So this is like 1.5 years later, and I'm still good. Also, what I also did was, like, now, if I go out and I eat something and I feel like my stomach is off, First of all, I will drink warm water. Second, before going to bed, let's say it was dinner, before going to bed, I will take antacid because it goes and coats my stomach lining from whatever I've eaten out there that is making my stomach, be uncomfortable. So I will take like 10 ml of my stomach as of my antacid, and it's called the Relsa. I take Relsa, so I never lack Relsa, even if I'm fully cured, because there's some foods you can eat and you feel there's something wrong with my stomach, like there's bubbling going on in there like that, or bloatingness like that. So I never lack Relsa. From experience, I realized this thing, it's good. Um, Also, I did say that H. pylori, you can find it in your blood, but also the best way to test H. pylori is through stool. So that is also, I did also get my stool tested. Um, that being said, I hope that all of you are getting better because this thing is not like something that comes and goes within a week or two. It takes like some time, and also I feel like sometimes you get used to the antibiotics that you're taking, and I don't know, it doesn't just go away as you would hope. Yeah. So I think that is all for the second video. So let's look for the third video. And these videos have been getting a lot of comments, and I like how interactive they've been. So we are on our third video, which has like 42 and comments. So this one said, I like when you mention hygiene. Yes, because it is the most important thing in H. pylori treatment. Your hygiene. Yeah. So yeah, this one is asking how I take my turmeric water. I did say at some point I was taking I was taking turmeric water. So I would take like warm water, half a teaspoon of turmeric, stir it, and in the morning I would take it. So I used to take it every day because turmeric helps to boost your immunity. So now I take it like every 2 to 3 days. I take the turmeric water on an empty stomach. First thing in the morning when you wake up, you take turmeric water, and I think that really helped me a lot. So also, something to note, I did reduce my sugar intake at that time, my dairy, and also I said I did it the same way. But one thing I omitted was the acidic things like tomatoes. That one I had forgotten to tell you guys. So I did I did omit tomatoes in my foods. I wasn't putting any tomatoes. So you might want to do that. And I don't think I was having margarine as well because I had reduced even the oils, the margarines, um, sodas, like sugary things. I think you understand. Uh, but make warm water or just water first thing in the morning your best friend. And also turmeric is very good. It's very good. I don't know how to tell you, but it's very good. And after you've gotten like healed, just try and take yogurt, because natural yogurt or Greek yogurt, because it has some good bacteria that you really need in your stomach. You really need that will help to like get rid of the bad bacteria in your stomach. So hi guys, sorry. So yeah, I think that is it. This one is asking what medicine and for how long. I can't remember the kits that I took, but I did take them for roughly the two kits. Each kit I think is like 2 weeks, so a month for the kits, and then a month and a half for the antacids. And the antacids that I was using, they were kind of like pills, but then at some point the doctor told me I can use the one that I normally use, and I went back to using Relsa. I think it's the best out there. Let me show you. I have it here. So this is the Relsa I'm talking about. So well, I won't show you, but it's messy. So here it's usually 450. That is how much I bought this. And it says you can take 10 ml twice a day, of which I don't take twice a day. I just take 10 ml when I feel like my stomach is off. So that is it. Um, so things to note as I wind up on this video. Things to note, as this is a very detailed kind of video. First thing in the morning, you should drink water, whether it's room temperature or warm. You should drink water before your breakfast. That is the one thing. Second thing, if you feel like eating spicy food or deep fried food, drink a glass of water beforehand. That thing is hygiene, hygiene, hygiene. It doesn't matter, like if you've just washed your hands, touch something and you want to eat, wash your hands. Hygiene. Drink filtered water by buying the jug, or buy water. Don't drink tap water because you don't know where it's been or how well it's been treated. The other thing is, if you wanna take anything acidic, drink water first. Just drink water. Like, water is your friend. If you feel like you're not feeling good, blah blah blah, take the turmeric water beforehand. Like, now you replace the ordinary water with turmeric water. It will go a long way. The other thing to note is that after you've gotten your treatment, don't get tired. Go back, get retested, and make sure they test the stool. Make sure they test the stool for the H. pylori, so that you're sure where you're at. And just look for a good doctor you can work with. Because me, I have this doctor that I go to, even when I am like 50-50, he can actually, take me out. Because, before I was like whatever. But I realized that attitude was making things worse for me. So I had to find a good doctor that I can work with and I can walk with throughout this journey. And he helped me a lot. Other than that, if you have to go out, drink water. If you have to eat out, drink water. If you're out and you don't know how to deal with hygiene, carry wipes. Carry it's called what? That liquidy thingy that you apply in your hand. I don't know where my English has gone, but yes, that one. But also wipes will do. Yeah, that is actually it. And also reduce the amount of soda that you take, because yeah, we don't want to go back to where we were at the beginning of this video, because now we are getting better. Yeah, we are in that process of getting better. So I think I've covered everything. I've answered your questions. What I used to eat, as I said, I used to eat everything, just not fried, and I reduced the amount of oil, and I did drink water first. And this last time I used to use Royco cubes as a seasoning, because I couldn't just take bland food. I was so over it. Like, every time I would hear H. pylori, I would hear bland food. And let's be honest, who eats bland food? Even the appetite is not there. Like, also, what are you cooking? Kwani, what are you cooking? First of all, you can't even eat most of the things. Also, I never used to eat leftover food. The other thing I forgot to tell you, I was not eating leftover food. So I was cooking food only enough for that time. Like, if I cook lunch, I can eat it for supper as well. But if I cook supper, I can eat it like the next day lunchtime. So I have a fridge, and I wasn't eating fridge food at that time, because apparently it's not good. That is what my doctor said. So I wasn't eating leftover food. So I also did that. Yeah. And I stopped eating beans, kale, anything acidic. So I stopped eating those. So there is the video. I hope this helps. If you're sick, I hope you recover very fast, because this thing is straight from the pits of hell to come and bother us. But I have to say, my hygiene bumped because of this problem. It just skyrocketed. Like, I can do something in the kitchen and I'm dealing with food, but I will wash my hands with soap every time I turn around. It's like, now I've gotten like to a point where I feel like it's now like OCD, but it's for my own good and my son's own good because he also had H. pylori. And to be very honest, we haven't had H. pylori since. So yeah, and when I buy vegetables from the market, I wash them thoroughly before storing them because you know when you're in the house and you just want to eat a fruit, sometimes you're in a rush and then you just wash it with water and then you're like mm-mm. So there's those liquid thingies that you get, or you can put like baking soda and vinegar in some water and then you wash your fruits with that. It's really good because then when you're eating it, you know the fruit is actually clean. So yeah, that is how I've been handling myself. I'm still H. pylori free. I'm so happy. I can eat anything. I can eat fries now. I can eat anything. Do you know how that sounds? It's like I've let, if you've had H. pylori, you know what I mean. I can eat anything. So I'm happy with that. Yeah. And also don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Those who are suffering from H. pylori, share this video. Maybe it might help them, you know. We wanna get better. All of us we wanna get better. And yeah. See you in my next video. Bye bye.